So when I got home from work tonight, I thought to myself, how should I spend the evening? I could play Skyrim. I could go write some more soppy Yuri fiction. Oh no, that'd be too much fun. That'd be too engaging and fulfilling. I've got more of this to do. Now, it's a common rule in just anybody who ever records on a microphone. Record hungry. Don't speak into a microphone after you've eaten, because then you're like, burping and belching and making all sorts of nasty I've just eaten noises. So, I just had dinner. Let's get started. Rudolph, oh, Rudolph. Did you know that direct of a blow to the side of the head would knock you out? I already read this, I think. Long ago, my partner messed up during an exhibition and started blowing bubbles, you see. Aha, that's alright. I'm also sorry about the fun her wanting to... Ministry of Funny Walks. I'm not batting an eyelid. Dad, I'm not batting an eyelid. Shrugs and smiles bitterly at Hideyoshi. You know, if I were Battler, it might be a little bit hard not to want to bone all my female relatives. I mean, the shitty art style, of course, but the character design, if presented in a nice art style, would actually be very intriguing. Well, I ain't got my brothers. I ain't got brothers and sisters. So when I see Eva and Rudolph-kun bickering with each other, my heart gets to be all warm, like siblings and family are sure good stuff. But that tie, it's gonna mess with my mind. My mind, man. Look at that. My. Are you saying you'll soon make a brother for George-kun? George-kun is already a fine adult, and soon he'll leave home, so it might be nice to have another child. Wait a second, Kirei, you've got to think about the troubles the new kid would have. I'm surprised even... Where is this place? Is this like an airport? Where do these people... I could kind of understand if this was an airport, because airports have delays and layovers and nothing ever happens, so these people would have 14 million years to talk about shit. And this guy needs to get a back brace that this lady's tie looks like. Look at that. It's like... You can almost feel his ribs about to pop open and all his internal organs to go shooting across the room. I'm surprised even George couldn't turn out as well as he did after being born from this evil sister of mine. What an awesome kid. Share some of that with my dumbass son, would you? That's nothing of the sort. There was nothing wrong with the way Eva Ne-san raised George-kun and turned out to be a good and gentle kid. Isn't that right, Ne-san? My. Let's see. Ara. Sa dena. I do wonder. Our George is still undependable. But more importantly, how is your little Ange-chan? Ange-chan. Sounds like an Indian dish. Like the opposite of curry. Like if you don't want to eat curry, you'd eat Ange-chan, whatever that is. I heard she was vomiting. Yeah, that's right. I was expected I could see her face after so long. Wait, is nobody going to react to this? I heard she was vomiting. Is she alright? She was... Isn't it the flu that makes you vomit? Usually when I have a cold, it's more like upper respiratory symptoms, not puking. The truth is that I wanted to bring her, but my family will take care of her this time. Oh, that's it. A wise move, isn't it? She'll get better faster by not bathing in the rotten air of that head house. A child's sickness is more important than an adult's convenience, right? Never ever feed a sick child thick toast. I learned this from the internet. I know of some great medicine for vomiting colds. It's not like folksiness right there. When we get back home, I'll send you some right away, so use it! Thank you very much, Hideyoshi Nissan. I'm always in your debt. Damn right you are, woman. After the conversation suddenly turned in the wrong direction, there was no way we kids could get to jump in. For now, I'm just happy that Eva Obasan properly avenged me on Dad's pinching ear. We're still waiting for the weather. This guy reminds me of something. His horrible face. I'm gonna, like, take advantage of the crappiness of the video codec and just, like, have this ring of pixelization around his head. I can't see it now, but we'll see it later when I encode this. Points at the counter. The unchanging checking weather sign is struck next to the departure times for the flight we're scheduled to board. According to Aniki, it seems like a smaller plane is subject to the winds and the weather, and depending upon what that looks like, it'll be really uncommon for the flight's departure to be influenced big time! Wait a second, isn't it really gonna shake, right? Oh my god, what if there's turbulence? I might get an erection, I don't know what that's like! I'm like... I mean, from down here, you just see the cloudy weather and you can't feel the wind. Maybe it'll be different once the plane is in the sky. Pardon me, I'm going to turn my phone on silent. I don't want to be interrupted while doing this. There we go. I am proficient. The weather's a bit uncertain today. Eva, but I don't know what's going on right now. The weather forecast is being broadcast informing us that the typhoon is approaching the Kanto region. A typhoon again? It's almost like we live in Japan or something. It's inevitable with the early family conference in October. I wish you'd choose a better season. I agree. I've always hoped it could be done during the Obon festival. In fact, Rudolph, shouldn't we try proposing that Father Nissan is at the family conference? You're kidding! Bakadena! You do it, Aneki. Aneki won't. This is a subtle difference in pronunciation right here. Aneki, I suppose I've heard, is like supposed to be a very familiar way of referring to an older sister, and Aniki is supposed to be like an older brother. But in pronunciation, these two are very similar to one another, and it's hard to know, except by context, what a person is saying. Won't listen to me no matter what I say. Oh no! It doesn't really bother me that much in October. What if you propose it since you can't stand... These guys should be on the plane. Okay, the interest that the novel's story, okay, that's the right word, story. The interest that the hook of this story has worn off. These people need not to be small-talking, otherwise we're going to go down Cannon Lane. I only said that typhoons always come around this time of year. You're the one who wanted it during Obon, no? Well, you said it. You said last year, so Rudolph, that is what you're doing. That's your schedule. No, I didn't. Oh, yes, you did. I wouldn't forget you saying that. No, I did. This guy is physically painful for me to look at. I'm half tempted to, like, hack open the game's visual resources and just, like, edit him out. God, look at that. The man boobs, the back bending. Oh, God. I wonder if I can continue reading this while looking away from the screen. No, I didn't, Aneki. You're the one saying that all the time. Didn't you know? Stopping a strike here is a very high-class technique. Sheesh. Women your age shouldn't spread their legs like that. What? Fucking A. I don't give a crap about this. Even though they normally behave like fathers and mothers in these family conferences when they meet to meet their old siblings, it turned out to be children again. And on the other hand, you can analyze it all calmly and look like the grown-up. When I grow up, I don't want to become like the old bastard. In this case, I want to become like an intellectual like Aniki. Like me. So I still have a long way to go. I still like social experience as well as social ability and courage. That's a very Japanese thing to do right there. Oh, you wanted to praise me. Well, you're wrong for doing so, and here's why. I think that you already have quite a lot of those. And so you'll become an adult. I'm sure you'll strip me fast enough. George Aniki scratched his head. It's an embarrassment. Of course, he's just being humble. Aniki entered the university in Hideyoshi Oji-san's company. Parents this the same time studied both the academics and how to become business emperor in parallel. And then right after graduating, he got into Hideyoshi Oji-san's company and went to Celestalia's work, about the lots of social experience. Even another great gym to make his own castle. Aniki is really a paragon of a man, as opposed to a renegade of a man, sparing no effort as he strives towards that. See, that's what I was talking about. If you eat, you got like this nasty crap in the back of your throat, and it limits your voice capabilities. Aniki is a real paragon of a man. I already fucking read that. Let's go on. But that's as far as I go. There's a world of difference between me and Aniki. I'm living my happy-go-lucky idle high school life to the max. Fabulous, Max. I've got no dreams for the future. I want to rake in money in a cool, fun, all-smiles way, but it's not like that, and it's not like that kind of thing happens. When Aniki was my age, he was already carrying a fine objective and studying to get there. I guess I can't compare at all. The old bastard says stuff like, "You're coming over as an apprentice in my company, then you start by cleaning the toilets." Ooh. Dude, I like this old dead guy. Damn it, I'm not going to be taken care of by the old bastard. I'll clear my life's path myself. If only willpower could make you an adult. My apologies. This is somebody commenting on YouTube. I just got a Thunderbird email pop up there. I don't know if that's going to show in the video. Maybe I should show if one of those self-researching journey things are all the rage now. Well, it's not like I could mooch off my parents for that kind of money. Right then, Hideyoshi Oji-san shouted loudly. Oji-san is basically really a nice person, but his big problem is controlling the volume of his voice. He's greeting Rosa Obasan, who came late. Ooh! So, one thing I'm not aware of is how much of the music Akiko Shikata did. So far, this sounds like her stuff, but I suppose it could have easily been composed by somebody else. Probably look that up on Wikipedia when I'm done. Rosa! Maria-chan! Long time no see! Oh, who is this? And that emblem again. It's gotta be like a family crest. That's really, really creepy if all of the people in the family wear this crest. That's like more of a cult than a family. Ooh. No! We do not have a replacement for Ugu. If we do, I really am powerless to stop it. shouldn't all be all good to see you again. Say, would you? Ooh, it's good to see you again. So is this the token lolly? Why the fuck is she wearing a crown? I'm hoping this will be explained, but I'm really not counting on it. That's right, you said it darn good. I'll give you a sweet as a reward. I suppose you're looking for your sweet rolls. I did too until I took an arrow to the knee. Sorry. I'm above memes. No, I'm not. Oh, huh? Where'd I put him? Rosa-san, it's good to see you again. Good to see you too, Maria-chan. It's been too long, Kirene-san, Hideyoshi-san, and oh my Batoro-kun, you're so big now. I'm embarrassed. It's embarrassing hearing that every time I meet someone today. Oh, Rosa, you're late. Oh, it's not him anymore to have the accent. If the plane was following the timetable, you'd barely been on time, you know. So basically, the big chunk of this story's substance so far has been people delayed at an airport and passing the time with idle chit-chat. And for some reason, everybody has this crest. That is very spooky. That's already pretty creepy right there. The trains weren't running well. What's this? We're waiting on the weather again? Oh, don't complain. Compared to being shaken around for 6 hours on a boat, I'd rather have the only 30 minutes on a plane. Even if we're kept waiting an hour, it's still much faster. Maria-chan's also gotten big! So how tall is Maria-chan now? Ooh! So how's tall Maria-chan now? Maria-chan parrots Hideyoshi's question to her mother. I guess she doesn't even remember her own height. She probably is right in the middle of her growth, so her height must change every month. Another few years and she'll look like a lady at the first glance, most likely. So how old is she supposed to be? Let me see, how much did we measure you the other day? In any case, you're growing a little by little. Aren't you now? Ooh! Stop that! She grew much more than last year, in my opinion. Let's see, she turned 9 years old this... Whoa, what, really? She's got a rack like that and she's 9 years old? That better be wrong. That's right, you're... What, really? You're in high spirits too, ups to daisy, ack. You've gotten a bit too heavy to play with airplane with. Ouch, Georgianiki, what a rude thing to say to a lady. Here, you go, ooh, well, she's unhappy with that. She does, look, that is way too much of an hourglass figure for a 9-year-old. Ugh. Ugh. This is starting suspicion. 13 at a minimum. I mean, I know the art's shitty, but that's like giving secondary sexual characteristics to something that should not have it. I mean, like, look at Battler. I mean, he's got the reasonably brooding shoulders of a young man, and he's got the ridiculous hair of a bloody Phoenix Wright. It's like Phoenix Wright the Blood Prince. That's what that hair is like. It's like, he'd say, hold it! Or objection! And if you don't agree with him, then he'd end up summoning all of his Templars to stab you in the chest. I was just 6 years old, and she was only 3. Wait a second. When I met Maria before, it was 6 years ago, and she was only 3. Okay, there's no reason for her to remember my face. Maria-chan, don't you remember? It's Battler-kun. You played together, remember? Ooh. Wow, that's annoying. I guess it's no use. The last time she met Battler, she was only 3. Don't keep memories at that age, because she was only 3. Apart from me, she must know everyone's face because she meets them every year, but I haven't had contact with the Ushiromiya family for about 6 years now, when she was only 3. So it's kind of normal that I'm not in the memories of this 9-year-old girl, who was at that time only 3. Even I just barely remember her being a 3-year-old crybaby when she was only 3. Maria. He's Battler Oni-chan. Rudolph Nissan. Remember? Nissan's son is? Let's see. I don't know the Japanese noun for son, so Nissan blah ga. Okay. He's probably... You know, you had better turn out to be, like, a really friggin' hideous monster child later on who, like, murders people and eats their intestines or something. Why the fuck are... Oh, well, actually, that might make a bit of sense. If she's only 9 years old, it's not too unusual for her to be wearing, like, some weird bit of paraphernalia, like, you know, like a kid who gets a hat from Burger King on his birthday and wears it for 6 months afterwards. The fill in the blanks, which she can't understand a complicated explanation, but that explanation has been a bit confusing. Just let me wedge in between you two ladies here. Maria-chan, this is Battler-kun. He's your cousin, like me. Like George Oni-chan. Battler? Cousin? Ooh. That's right. You got it. This kind of thing makes me think that Anaki's awesome, or that he's a real grown-up. For someone who isn't married, he's just too perfect at dealing with kids. I'm sure that he'll be an indulgent father in the future. Battler Oni-chan. Maria looks straight at me, expression asking. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm having canon flashbacks here. And now the meat of our story is that this girl does not recognize our protagonist. if a protagonist battler is, because he's had relatively little screen time compared to these friggin' other adults. Wow, sticking fingers in your eyes is not a good idea. That was painful. Yep, that's me, Battler. Nice to meet you, Maria. Ooh, Battler. Hey, Maria. You shouldn't call him like that. Call him Battler Oni-chan. That's right, Rosa Obasan. I don't sweat the small stuff. Hey, Maria. We don't need honorifics, right? Battler, Battler, Battler! Is it really? Yeah. Okay, you heard that? I just hit M on the keyboard and that turns off the music. I must have done that accidentally in the last video. Ooh. Well, what the hell happened? We horsed around for a while to make up for the 6-year blank. To her, I'm probably nothing more than a huge Ni-chan meeting for the first time, but that should be fine enough if we still get used to each other. But I'm surprised. She's the same as my memories from 6 years ago. Yeah, people just don't change so much. I'm sort of happy she's a pure girl like I imagined. Her name is Ushiromiya. I'm gonna get this. Ushiromiya. Can you read? I imagine this would be really offensive to a Japanese person with any literacy whatsoever. I mean, of course, I can't read it, but it's read Maria. The character A looks like a cross, which feels very classy. She doesn't show her feelings much. It's difficult to know just what she is thinking, but that's just when she comes across her facial expressions. On the inside, she's no different from a sweet, normal girl who wants to murder you. And this is... Oh, I've seen this kanji before. Oh, I've totally seen that before. It's going to bug me when it's really revealed to me. She's my dad's younger sister. Is read as Rosa. This is so foreign. Oh, God. It's kind of rude to say so, but it's exactly the same as... same kind of unbelievable name as my dad's Rudolph. In spite of that, Oba-san is great and not completely twisted like Dad. Actually, when you think about it, all of the names in my family have a touch of foreignness. Really? You've got to wonder what my grandfather's tastes are exactly. Because of him, even us grandchildren get screwed. It's that habit of his, cause he's pissed with normal Japanese-ish name. Anyway, there's one thing about Rosa Oba-san that's real leaf compared to other people, family members, and stuff. The weird old bastard and Eva Oba-san have this weird streak that makes them tease and mock people. Unlike the stuff that's been going on with your family for the last 15 minutes of reading time. But even though she's got the same blood, Rosa Oba-san doesn't do that. Between all her siblings, she's the one with the most common sense. Like, Hideyoshi, you bastard! OG-san. She's kind of an aunt who will always be on the kid's side. On the other hand, perhaps she has a strict way of raising kids. She's not as generous... So I'm getting this itinerary of how good of a parent she is. But I get the feeling this is just not going to be as important. There's got to be a better way to exposition this than in this just ridiculous random narrative. Alright. The whole family's here to board the plane. As though it was waiting to see us off, there's a broadcast in the lobby. Our apologies for the wait. Dekimashita. Boarding will now commence for Flight 201 to Nijima. We ask that the passengers please form 2 lines in front of the counter behind the white line. I'm done. Okay, Rosa, you still haven't gone through enough boarding procedures. Through boarding procedures, because you can never have too many boarding procedures. So hurry up. Uh-oh. Maria, come on. Ooh! Wanted to go a metal inspection before going to the runway. It doesn't have the grandness of the planes that make it international flights, but while still a small machine, it's still a plane. We are body checked by a staff member holding a metal detector. When everybody lined up is checked as a staff member looking at the process. Oh wait, this is no specialty of the family. This way, it's almost like a reserved charter flight, isn't it? The procession stops in front of the entrance to the airplane. The staff employee who guided us turns around and speaks while looking at the list. Very well, boarding will now commence, Dekimashita. I shall call out the names on the list, so please occupy the seats in the order from the front row to the right. And now we're breaking down the seating order of a fucking airplane. Is it really just that hard to say that they boarded an airplane? She says then from the next row to the right, and so on and so forth. With that, I shall proceed to read the names aloud. Orima-san. Hideyoshi. I'm first, right here. Wait, did you have a candy? I've been looking all over, so I can't find any. Eva-sama. They're in the handbag. I'll get one somewhere inside the plane. I've heard the candies are a good way to protect from landing or taking off, but that's probably what they're talking about. God, Battler! It'd be nice if I got a window seat. Haha, don't worry. My teeth are more pronounced than yours. Any other kinds of seats. Like Georgia, because there's only 2 lines of seats. It could be expected in a small plane. I wonder if it really won't shake. I'm just so upset at the fact that air moves. I just don't know what to do. Oh my god, it's just this thing. Ryoshi Georgia-sama. Hi. Don't worry, Bataro-kun. It won't shake too much. Batara-sama. Aniki. How much is not too much? You know, I have a level with me, and if the bubble moves through that little plastic tube more than 1 micrometer in either direction, I will fucking behead you and then rape your throat hole. Even if I fall from a boat, I'm fine. I can swim, but if I fall from a frickin' plane, it's the end. But of course, there's a parachute in the seat, right? Wait, there isn't. Oh my god, no! Rudolph-sama. Come on, Bachelor, stop being a wuss and make your back arch in at a 75-degree angle. Ow, Dad, don't push me. There's no parachute. Kire-sama. Also known as, I don't know, busty McLesbian tits? I don't know. This bugs me. I don't see boobs working this way. Alright, stop this nonsense. Let's move along now. Ouch, Kire, stop pushing. This dumbass isn't moving. Dumbass. Maria-sama. Ooh. I'm gonna really come to hate you, aren't I? I just feel it. Move. Be quiet now. Is that it? Is that the whole family? The Ushiro family. This is Katabawa, the pilot. This. Oh, okay. He's speaking over the PA, and I was like, "This chair is the pilot." That's right. We estimate 20 minutes in the airport, receiving reports to atmospheric turbulence. Sensor might be shaking in the aircraft. We ask you not to fasten your seatbelts to take off. Aniki, what's the shaking? We can't unfasten our seatbelts. If it was a jumbo, then we could definitely unfasten them. So it's going to be shaking. This is it. Damn it, you tricked me. The hell, it's not going to shake. Ah! 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 Oh. Pardons. Apparently I can't scream without irritating my vocal cords. Funny how that works. Ow, that actually hurt. Where's the parachute? I knew it. I should have taken the bow. And off they go into the air. Legend of the Golden Witch. But wait, didn't we already get a title screen? We already got an OP for this. This song I've heard before. This is just one of those... Because I've listened to dumps, or parts of dumps, from Umineko music, in hopes of finding something that would be good to my ears, and I don't know why, but nothing about it caught me at the moment. And it could have been that I was just a young, foolish whelp who wasn't mature enough to appreciate Akiko Shikatsu's grandeur. You know, you already accomplished the recap of the character names by getting them in the plane. You don't need to do this too. That was something of a not really the best literary device ever, but it works. I mean, if you have to call roll, I mean that does serve double duty as, you know, recapping all the characters we've been introduced to. You don't have to do it again in a friggin' title screen. You are just wasting my time now, RO7. I know what I'm reading. I saw the title screen. We don't need another one. Oh. Why is it that so much Japanese media just so highly values style over substance? I know there's got to be some like-minded hipsters in Japan who find this abysmal. Should have taken the boat. The boat. Fall! Fall! Ooh, 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 ooh. Maria, that's enough. But what a surprise, though. And I thought there was nothing that could scare Batoro-kun. I don't know why, but this guy hates any vehicle. He always bobbles it. He's going to crash or sink. You're a disgrace of a man, you are. Shut up. That's only to be expected with all that shaking. With a... I still can't help thinking that the art and screen grabs that I've seen of Battler before portrayed him as older than this. It makes me wonder if there's like going to be maybe like a time skip when he becomes like more of a man and older and has like a more built-out frame. I don't know. I just got a little stressed, that's all. You call that uproar a little stressed? Oof, 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 oof. If I ever travel overseas with you, things will be surely quite lively. Would you go to Egypt with your aunt? Surely if you can, 14 hours on a plane, right? Ha 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 ha, that's a good plan. Bataro-kun, get some training from Ibanez-san. Still, it's strange, isn't it? Ha 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 ha. Wahaha, now everyone's got their strong and their weak points. It's bad to laugh at him, wahaha. Dad, you're laughing too. Hey, Marchin, stop laughing already. I'm gonna tell Mom. Stop laughing already? Ooh. Damn it. Is being scared of planes really so bad? I completely get that everyone's thinking I'm a great big oaf. You split into... So you took a plane and then a boat? Oh, I get it. It's going to be like a mansion on a deserted island, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have like one of those closed instances, and somebody will die, and you have to figure out who did it. From here on, it'll be an island by boat. Since there's a neighboring island, it's not that great of a distance. By boat, it's leisurely 30 minutes to the island. After going... How about you walk? Just walk. After going to the pier where the boat in the island is anchored, we saw a silhouette waving his hand. Another ridiculously breasted chick. Jessica-chan, it's been a year since I've seen you. You've gotten taller again, haven't you? Don't give me that! Oh, it's embarrassing when you say that every year. Kaneki, you gotta be kidding me, that's really Jessica. Wait a sec, George Nissan, this big guy is Battler? We look each other up and down, all serious. I don't remember that kind of... And she's got the crest, too. Huh. I mean, obviously, these people are in some kind of creepy, disgusting family cult, and why are the girls all wearing ties? Don't get me wrong. I think girls wearing ties is actually pretty friggin' sweet. I like a girl in a tie. But, I don't know what they're trying to do with that. Remember that figure is a way of talking. Yo, Jessica, what's this now? You're kidding me. You look like a woman now. What are these boobs? You even managed to get adjusted? That is the most delightfully lecherous thing you have said so far, Battler. Don't screw around with me. I'm a blushing flower of 18. Just like hair grows out, so I'll get other stuff. You think I got boobs just so you can go and rub them, loser? And what about you, Battler? You got all ridiculously big, only physically. Did you get a little stronger? Don't screw with me. I'll show you how much training I've piled up since back then. So are these two cousins, or is this a love interest, or you're pissing me off? I'll beat you at your own game. No, she's got to be a cousin, because she's got the ridiculous Western name. She was born under the same unlucky star as me, and is my pitiful companion in terms of having a weird name. Anyway, I really wonder what these kanji mean. As it is, Jessica. She's Dad's older brother's daughter. Yeah, so she's your cousin. Okay. Older brother is, in fact, the oldest son of the Oroshima family. It seems like Jessica is the direct heir of the Orishimiya family. Because I'm the same age as her, and because we've always had boy-girl squabbles since long... Wait, so since she is your cousin, you asked to grope her... Well, it's a bit gross, but... all Japan. Family students brought together while still keeping a playfully relations. In terms of physical, I've always lost to her. So when we scuffled in a contest of strength, it usually went Jessica's way. Even though I clearly understand that I'm bigger now, I feel still like I can't win. This was my strength. Ah! My rage shakes the very foundations of the universe. Wow, you're getting serious. Ow, ow, ow. Hey, hey, this is nothing. You've gotten weak. Shut up. I'm a woman, so there's no way you could beat me. Wouldn't it be cool if she talked with that voice and grow up to be like this just brazen trucker lesbian chick? I'm a woman! There's no way I could be a man. Well, that's certainly true. The meat on my arms all went to... I put on my arms all went to your chest. It looks like it'd be a pretty even test of strength between my arms and your boobs, don't you think? I told you, my boobs... So, are none of the other family watching this disturbing conversation? Oh, that Battler-kun. The way he wants to grope his cousin. Oh, that's adorable. He'll start on Maria next. Oh. Besides, how about you? Do your cute little elephants... Wow, she actually said that? Wow, these two are kind of sick. Shut the hell up. Stop it, perf girl. No one's going to want to marry you. Don't touch my crotch! Don't say stuff people are going to misinterpret. Honestly, I was so surprised how feminine Jessica's is as hard as... Wow, so you're actually getting a hard-on for your cousin. Okay, that's right. Considering what a bossy brat she used to be 6 years ago, anyone would be surprised. And I guess it's even more true for Jessica. She sure didn't think she'd lose to me. You know, I can sympathize, though, because, I mean, if you're not going to be around her during the Westermark Effects formation period, then you come back and see that she's become a bombshell. But even so, she probably looks too similar to you because of all the genes that you share, and that would probably squick you out a bit. Because she lost so easily, she must have shocked at all the growth I've had these 6 years past. 6 years, was it? Once more, I realized that would have made these guys 12, yeah. Once more, I realized the blank this time means crap total defeat. It's like I'm no match for you anymore. That's not true. Even Battler-kun must have his weaknesses, right, Maria-chan? Ooh! I know all of your lines in advance, girl. Fall! Shush, cut it out, Maria. Let's keep that a secret, huh? Oh, yes, he does have his weaknesses. Fear of shaking. Fear of wind, in effect. He's an aerophobic? Sorry, but there's no chance Jessica will be able to see that weakness of mine now. After all, the nightmare plan trip is over and I'm done with. Only thing is left is nice, quiet splashing of the boat trip. I never thought I'd start loving a piece of junk boat this much. Hehehe. Huh? Georgie, son, is there something wrong with his head? You'll understand soon. Very soon. Evil laugh. At the time, I didn't understand what making him make this big smile. Oh. Battler's son, how big you've grown. What is it this time? An old lady with an agent. This take me back, I remember now. Battler-kun, you remember? Look, it's Kumasawa-sawa-san. Kumasawa. So, like, I bet that's kanji for bear. How could I forget Kumasawa-ba-chan? There's way too many... Listen to that. That doesn't sound like a seagull. That sounds like a baby crying as it's carried away by a reversed stork. Like a black stork, that's it. Anyway, you haven't aged a bit in these past 6 years. Wait, you haven't gotten younger, have you? Oh, you old flatterer. I'm just drawn more shittily than before. Lately, my skin is beginning all bouncy. And look, my chest hasn't gotten any bigger as well. I want to try... Ugh. I'm right there with you, Battler. That squicked me out a bit, too. The only thing I want to rub is some... Okay, you know what? I had a bit of sympathy for you, but now you're just pushing it into creeper realms. Fucking stop it, okay? Look, in real fiction... Not porn, but in fiction where we're trying to like actually have credible, realistic characters and dramatic situations, incest is perpetually squicky. It's nothing but disgusting. It's not hot, because if you're trying to have like realistic suspension of disbelief and appeal to your audience that yes, this has the same gravity as what happens in your real life, in real life, incest is pretty fucking gross. And you are pushing this too far, Battler. Give me a break. So I get... Okay, stop. Just stop. If I were anybody in your family right now, I'd be smacking you upside the head, mister. The prank I pulled on Jessica was turning completely against me. Come to think of it, it's just been time to make fun of people. Come on, stop that now. People with one foot in the competition jump around. Suspicious. You know, all the women, like, under the age of 50 here are impossibly titted. Whenever you're interested with something to do, lumbago gonna kick and snicker. Oh. And yet these people are talking about boobs way more than I do. The impression of a decrepit old woman. Ho 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 ho. Even Oba-san was sarcastic because okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done for now. System. Save. To a new slot this time, for safety's sake. Wait, I can have this many save files for serious? How many people does RO7 think are going to read this on a single computer? This thing was, what, published back in 2008, right? I mean... It's not like computers were exactly rare commodities back then. I mean... Fun times. Okay, I'm out.